We're going to start by sitting up. So we're all in this position already. So just taking your time, find your comfortable seated position. Doesn't matter if the legs are crossed, they're out in front, sit on any blocks or props. As you just gradually begin to tune into your breath. Just having the chin slightly tucked in so that back of the neck is long. And just breathing in nice and tall. And if it feels right, just allowing those eyes to close. Settling in, tuning into the breath. And if you've just joined us, just taking a few moments, finding your seated position. And if the eyes are closed, just allowing you to tune in to the sound of each breath. As you feel the inhale filling the lungs. And on the exhale, it's the lungs contracting. And just this rhythm as it repeats, breath by breath. With each inhale, as you find the spine nice and long. On the exhale, just rooting down through the sit bones. Just allowing the mind to clear. Any thoughts that enter, just allowing them to drift away. Just allowing the body and mind just to be calm and still. And now, we'll just combine a short breathing practice. So you can bring the palms just face up, resting anywhere. And as we inhale, we'll bring the thumb and forefinger together. As we hold them here on the exhale as well. For the next breath, moving along to the next finger. So inhale and exhale as you hold that finger. And then moving along to the next one. Working all the way to the pinky. When you reach the pinky, working your way back down to the forefinger. Seeing if this just helps focus your breath. And when you've worked your way back, we'll do one more round. And you're working to your breath. The length of your inhale and exhale. When you've worked your way back, taking all the time that you need, just keeping that thumb and forefinger together, just reminding the spine of its length again. Again as we root down through the hips. On our next inhale, keeping these thumb and forefinger together, let's reach these arms up overhead. These fingers can touch. As we exhale, allowing the palms to come together as we draw everything back to heart center. Allowing the shoulders to drop. You can just allow The thumbs to just gently touch the chest if you like. Inhaling the breath into these thumbs and chest. And again, we'll inhale, reaching these arms up overhead. Doesn't matter if the palms are together or not. Nice gentle stretch. On the exhale, let's work into the sides. One palm to the floor. That other one reaches up. We're not going to hold, so working with the breath. As we inhale back. Exhaling to the other side. As we do one more to each side. Inhale to center. Exhaling across. And final side to your breath. Now, let's inhale back. We're going to repeat but hold. So exhale, palm down, reaching that arm out. This arm on the floor, doesn't matter if the elbow is bent or straight. Gentle reach in this top arm, feeling the stretch into this side. We'll inhale, back to center. Another side. Exhaling over. Wherever the palm lands. Inhale, just feeling that stretch down this side. It might feel different to the other. So we inhale. Arms back up, palms together. Exhaling all the way back down through heart center. We can just allow these palms to rest wherever they wish. Finding that length as we move it into the neck. So on an exhale, as we look up, stretching the front. As we inhale, back to center. Exhale, looking down, stretching the back of the neck. Every inhale back. We exhale, an ear to a shoulder, stretching the side. Your inhale as you come back. And the other side. As we do one more round. Every inhale to center, finding length. As we exhale and stretch. As we look up. And then down to your breath. And then ears to shoulders as we stretch the sides. And when you've worked both sides, as we come back, doing what feels right, whether that's rolling the neck around, or anything else. And if you want, bring the shoulders into it. Just be sure to go both ways, keeping it even. When you've worked evenly, as we come back, finding that length, we're just going to move it into the shoulders. So if the palms are on the knees, can we just bring them in a little? It doesn't matter if they're tucked all the way in or a little looser. And we'll circle the shoulders. So inhale, forward and up. And with the palms here, you can just apply as much or as little pressure. Exhale, back and down, squeezing the shoulder blades. Twice more. Inhaling up, and exhale back. When you're back, keep it even. So inhale, back and up. Exhale, forward and down. Twice more. When you've done that, you can let those palms loosen. Have a nice shake off if you need it. Bring that neck in as well. And then, finding that stillness again, we'll roll over to our all four position. Whether you're rolling over the knees or coming any other way that you wish. And again, it doesn't matter if you're on the palms or fists. With the wrists or fists under the shoulders, those knees under the hips. Finding that length in the spine before we move. And then working in cat. As we inhale, curling from the base. As we look up. As we exhale, curling from the base. Looking down or through the legs. Breath by breath. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. It's taking the time, feeling through each of those vertebrae in the spine. As we compress the discs and make the space. When you've worked evenly, so we come back to our flat back position and just sinking the heels towards the hips into your child position. Make it comfortable, whether you widen the knees. You can reach those arms out in front, perhaps they're more comfortable by the side. Just allowing the chest and head to just sink down to the mat. Just allowing everything to release here. And with those arms in front, as we usually do, we just inhale. Lifting the palms up just a touch, so we're on our fingertips. And just see if that makes a little more space in the spine. Hold it for as long or as little as you like. And then in your time, we'll just exhale, allowing those palms to lower. As we inhale, slowly back up to our all four position. And we'll just get ready to work in a nice twist. But we need to awaken these wrists first of all. So now it doesn't matter if you've got the fists or the palms. But either way, let's first start by stepping one palm in. And then the other, the fingertips facing inwards. And we'll step the palms back out, one at a time. And then out further, out to the side of the mat. As we work our way back in, step by step. This will all become clear in a second. So we go in. And then working our way out. Now, when you come out, entirely optional, just maybe too much for some, you can step the fingers in. It's very strong on those wrists though. Oh, and don't hold that for long. Working your way out. Forward. When we come in, Let's just send these palms forward, keeping them here. Now for the twist. So with one palm only, we're going to step the fingers in, and then you probably want to bring that wrist just round about to the edge of the mat. This elbow can bend as much as it needs. And with the opposite arm, can we inhale as we lift the arm up? And then let's exhale. We're going to scoop this arm under, perhaps bringing the shoulder onto the mat, maybe the head. Now this palm that you have on the mat with the elbow bent, it can come out wider if it wants, or stay where it is. Just holding this twist, observing it in the spine. Now if you wish, you can inhale as you lift this top arm up to the ceiling. That shoulder supporting you on the mat. You breathe into this open lung. Lovely. Now if you want, you can exhale. You can lower the top palm. It might come on top of the one on the mat. As we inhale, opening it back up. Once more. Exhaling down, as if we're taking a big clap. When we inhale it up, keeping it here. And then let's exhale, so this palm is bending back in as we get ready to come out of the pose. So inhaling ourselves back through to our all fours. We send both palms forward. Ready for the other side. So send the opposite palms in. Again, roughly out to the edge of the mat. As we inhale, the other arm lifts up. Exhale, scooping it under. The shoulder might come on the mat, maybe the head. Holding this just for a breath or two, as the body just eases into the move. As before, you can inhale as you lift that top arm up, if you like. And just see if the breath is now more prominent in this lung. Now if you did it on the other side, you can exhale as the top arm lowers to land on top of the other palm. As we inhale it back up. Once more, exhaling down. As we inhale up, holding again just for a breath. As we exhale, that palm tucking back in. As we inhale ourselves back to all fours. And just sinking everything back to your child position. Just adjusting so it's nice and comfortable for you. With the breath, just observing where you've worked. Feeling the openness. And then when you're ready, we'll inhale back up to all fours. We're going to get ready to lift up into dog. We're going to work into a short sequence. So we're going to transition between dog and cat. So from our all fours, that's tucking these feet in. As we inhale, lifting these hips up to the ceiling. Allowing that chest and head to sink through. We'll just hold dog for a few breaths. If you want, you can take a gentle walk from foot to foot as you stretch into the back of those legs. And then, if you're still walking, let's come back to stillness. So on an exhale, I'm going to lower these knees back down to the mat. You can untuck the toes if you wish. As we inhale, lifting up into cat. Now, all on the exhale, you're going to come into your down-facing cat. As we tuck the toes under. Inhaling, lifting the hips up, back into dog. We're not holding dog. So exhale again, down to all fours. Inhaling in cat as we look up. As we exhale down, tucking the toes. Inhale up into dog. Now, if you need to slow this down, please do. But just working at your pace. Exhale all fours. We inhale looking up in cat. Exhaling down. Tucking the toes, inhaling the hips up. We exhale down. And let's just do 2 more rounds. As we combine the breath with movement, and our movement with our breath. And when you're back on all fours, one last cat, both ways. And then, again, we'll just sink it all back. Just for a brief second. We just gently allow the body to settle. It's taking nice, long, deep breaths. And then inhaling up again, back to all fours. Now, again, remember, we've been on the wrists a while, maybe fists, but we're going to work through to a lunge. So with one leg, inhale. Oh, I can't really demonstrate this, there's a plant in the way. Inhale as you tuck the toes under. Exhale, just allow that heel to drift back a little, just getting the stretch in that leg. Next inhale, can we just lift this heel up roughly in line with the hips? And then, let's bend this foot up. Now on a big exhale, can we scoop it through into a lunge? Slow and controlled. If you need to come another way, please do. Now, from here, let's take a big exhale as we sink everything through. Now you can adjust if you need, so this ankle and knee are in alignment. Now, most of the weight should really be on the feet. So you can lift the hands, or they're just resting. You're not really applying pressure through them. So we gently open into the hips and the back thigh. If you want to extend, you can tuck the back toes under. You lengthen that leg. Maybe you keep the knee on the floor. And then, can we challenge ourselves? So we're inhaling, nice and tall in the spine. Lifting up. On our next inhale, if you want, can we bring it all up? The arms can rest on the thigh, or they can hang. Just do what you need it to do. So breathe in tall in this chest. Strongly working these thighs. Back bend. Exhale. Swing it all down. Remember, you have the option, the knees may be on the floor or not. But let's have a twist. So planting the opposite palm of the front foot. As we inhale, opening up over the opposite leg, lifting that arm into the air. Perhaps looking up. Observing this nice open stretch. As we exhale, sinking it all back down. Let's drop this knee as well. Do you untuck those toes? We'll work our way back out of this lunge. So any way you want, you can walk it back just to make the space so it swings back in place. That was one side. So when you're all fours, just finding the position. As we inhale, sending those toes out. As you exhale, just allowing that heel to drift back a bit more. As we inhale, lifting this heel up in line with the hips. Working the core here. If we want, we can inhale, lifting the foot up into the air. As we exhale, slow and controlled, can we swing it through into our lunge? And then let's shift all this weight forward. But remember to adjust. This knee and ankle are in alignment. And you can just settle into it here. Again, you have that option. Those toes can tuck in, or maybe the knee stays on the floor. We just open the hips on this side and this back thigh. And as before, can we inhale as we just start to lengthen the spine. That will just lift us up a little taller. You can extend if you like, lifting all the way up. Arms are hanging or in the thighs. Breathing in tall, observing this back bend. Big exhale. So we swing it down. As we open up on this side, so planting the opposite palm of the front foot. We inhale, opening up. If you're balanced, looking up. As we exhale, all back down. As we lower this back knee and tucking the toes. As we work our way back to our all fours, sinking it all back into your child. Your comfortable position. Tuning into your breath, observing its quality. As we inhale, drawing in that energy. Just exhale, releasing any tension. Allowing the body to ease. And then we're going to come through to lie on our fronts, but we're going to do it from our child. So when you inhale, can we slither ourselves through, keeping the chest and head quite low to the mat, slithering side to side. As we come down, you can interlock those elbows if you wish, resting the forehead on the arms. Observing the body as it settles into the mat. And just that length in the spine. And then, let's begin. So to begin with, can we inhale? So we tuck these shoulders, elbows under the shoulders. Lifting ourselves up so the palms are flat out on the mat. Those elbows under the shoulders. Have the gaze, not quite forward, but slightly down. With these palms planted on the mat, without moving them, can we just inhale as we draw them towards us? You might just feel the stretch move on the back a little. Do you exhale and release? You can repeat again on the inhale. Final one. And then I'm just going to exhale. Back down. Now we're not interlocking the arms. You can rest one cheek on the mat if you like. So we just bring the palms in line with the chest. Those elbows tucked back. Now if you wish to work in Sphinx as we just were, you can. Or we can inhale, lifting up into Cobra. Powering through these arms, much or as little as you like. We're not holding, so exhale as you tense the buttocks, peeling the spine down. And we'll repeat twice more. So we inhale and lift. Exhale, peeling down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Final one. And just resting the opposite cheek on the mat now. The arms can stay where they are, or actually you can rest them by your side if you wish. Now we'll move back to the thighs. So, I'll just set yourselves up. Bringing these elbows back out in front. As you take a hold, you can rest the forehead on them as well. This is not a position of rest. So when you inhale, can we just lift one foot off the mat? The thigh might rise off as well. So we can just exhale, lowering that foot down. And then the opposite foot. Inhale as we lift it. As much or as little as you want. Exhale down. First foot again. Inhaling it up. Does it go higher? Exhale down. Second side. And then when you've lowered that, can we lift these arms so you can continue holding the elbows? So we just inhale, lifting these elbows off the mat. The chest might rise a little. Exhaling the arms back down. And take a pause. And then, can we repeat the arms? Inhale as we lift, strongly working the core. And exhale. Elbows down. For a brief moment of pause. Now, can we combine the legs and the arms? So inhale, lifting the elbows up and the legs. Let's not hold this. Exhale it down. Now you can lift straight back up or take that pause. Inhale up. And exhale down. Can we do a final one? In your time. Inhaling up maybe a little taller. Let's exhale down. Resting that forehead on the mat. Allowing everything to settle. And then we'll counter stretch. So let's bring the palms in line with the chest. I'm just going to sink everything back to child. So inhaling as we press through the palms. To lift us up. And exhale back. Whether the arms are straight or not. Making it comfortable for you. And just feeling the openness now. Allowing that spine to lengthen. And then, as lift back up into dog. So inhale, planting the palms as we come up to all fours. Tucking the toes under. Big inhale again, lifting these hips up. As we sink that chest and head through. It's your choice. If you hold it in stillness, have a brief walk. But in your time, can we inhale it through to a forward fold? These feet come to the hands and the hands to the feet. Just allowing everything to hang nice and loose. It's feeling the release throughout the spine as we just make a little more space. And then in your time, slowly inhale as we peel ourselves up to our standing position. So the last thing to come up is the shoulders and then the head. Just feeling these feet really nice and firmly planted. Tuning into that breath. So you allow everything to settle. Shoulders dropped. And we'll settle ourselves as we always do. Inhale. Slowly reaching these palms up. Maybe you look up. With the palms at heart center. Exhaling them back down. One more. When we're here, let's just zigzag these feet out. So we're not going that far. Half a leg distance, 2 or 3 steps out. So we inhale again, these arms up. And then exhaling over to to any side, into a side stretch. Doesn't matter if the arm hangs or holds the leg. Not holding. Inhaling back, so same move as at the start. As we exhale across to the other side. As we inhale ourselves back. And first side. Inhale back. Exhaling across. As we inhale back, we're going to come across and hold this time. So exhaling over. That lovely stretch all the way from the palm to the foot. Maybe you inhale, reaching the top arm. We inhale, working this core as you lift. Other side. Exhaling over. Maybe you inhale and reach. It's feeling the release with each exhale. Ooh, work the core, inhale back up. Palms together. Exhaling down. Shoulders dropping. Separate the palms. Zigzag these feet in. Just ready for a quick balance. So I think we've done quite a lot on the thigh, so there's no warriors. You might be glad to hear. Let's set these feet up though. So inhale as you lift the toes. And sorry, take the decision if you want to be beside a wall now. Exhale, spreading the toes down. Can we repeat again? As we inhale them up. Exhale and spread. These feet nice and planted. And we'll begin. So inhale as we peel one heel off. And lift this knee up in front, whether you hold it or it's there by itself. Give that ankle a rotate if you wish. And then, can we exhale? The knee goes out to the side. You have the opposite arm as a balance. Breathing in tall out of the hips. And tucking the foot in when you're ready. It might be up high. Maybe the toes are on the floor. Anywhere in between. Finding your balance and stillness. If you're ready, inhale. Reaching up. Palms to heart center. Ignore me. Exhaling down. Finding your calm and stillness. Now we know the drill. Inhale nice and tall out of that foot. Almost a bit of string guiding you up taller. So we exhale, rooting everything down through the standing foot. Finding your calm and stillness. And then in your time, can we exhale as we undo, planting that foot back down, making sure this one is nice and rooted. So begin with the other side. So inhale, you peel that heel up, lifting this knee up, whether you hold or it hangs. Rotating if you did before. And then, can we exhale out to a side? You have this arm as a balance. You breathe in tall. If you're still, tucking that foot in. Whether it's tall or the toes are on the floor. And when you're still, As we inhale those arms up, palms together. Exhaling down to heart center. Allowing these shoulders to drop. And if you remember, you can place the thumbs on the chest. Drawing that breath in here might just give you a bit of lift. Just observing the difference on this side. We're all in balance in different ways. And that's just acknowledging that without judgment. In your time, we can exhale our way down. And give those ankles and wrists a gentle shake off if you like. And then, as we come back to about mid-mat, ready to fold forward, and then into dog. But for our forward fold, we're going to change it up. So as we bring the hands onto the hips, just to keep them even. Inhaling up nice and tall, with this chin tucked in. Then, can we exhale, tipping ourselves forward. Spine is lengthened. Slight bend in these knees to halfway. Now at your halfway, staying here, inhaling that length through the spine. And then as we exhale, can we just sigh away everything down? Feeling that release. And then here, if you're not already, can we take a hold of our elbows? Just letting that head hang nice and loosely. And we'll have a gentle rock from side to side. So as you roll over, one knee will probably bend. And then as you go over to the other side, as that knee bends. Just stretching into each side of that lower back. And then in your time, coming back to center and stillness for a brief second. As we inhale, planting the palms, stepping the feet back into our downward dog. Now, you can stay for 3, 4 breaths if you want, or maybe it's none. If you're lowering down earlier, coming to all fours and then into child. And if you're still up, whether you're walking or you're still, your choice. But let's all think about lowering down in the next breath or two. As we come to all fours and sinking the hips back. Your child position. That chest and head sink to the mat. As you tune into that breath, observing where you've worked. And just finding the release. Every inhale as we draw in energy. Every exhale, releasing tension. And then we inhale, lifting ourselves up to our all fours, ready to lie down. So you can come any other way if you like, or cross the ankles as we roll over them. As we scoot to the front of our mat. With these knees nice and loosely bent. Inhale, spine lengthened. Arms up to counterbalance. We exhale, peeling the spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Challenge the core. The lower you go, the harder it is. And when you're down, and just hug the knees in towards the chest. Just have that chin tucked in. And with the knees hugged in, maybe you're still, or having a rock, massaging around the lower spine. As the knees go one way, maybe the head goes to the other side. And then just bring everything back to center. We take one final twist, just keeping the knees here. Inhaling the arms out to shoulder height, palms facing up. As we exhale, the knees fall to any side. Perhaps looking over the opposite shoulder, only if it's comfortable. And as we hold it here, with each inhale, almost finding length in the spine. As we exhale, maybe releasing round a little further. To tune into the breath. And then inhaling the knees back to center. As we exhale across to the other side. Maybe looking over this opposite shoulder. Again, as you observe the difference on this side. Just allowing everything to release. Gently stretching around. As we inhale, back up to center. Let's just send these legs up into the air. As much a bend as is required in the knees. That chin still tucked in. It's feeling the lower back, just being gently pressed onto the mat. As we inhale again, let's bring the arms up to join them. Getting as much a bend, everything can just hang here. And then maybe give those ankles and wrists a rotate. Being sure to go both ways. And then let's give everything a nice loose shake off. From here, as we inhale, drawing the arms through the legs, as we take a hold of the outer edges of the feet, or anywhere in between, maybe the knees are drawing out and up to the side of the chest. Maybe you rock here, or you're still. It's whatever feels right for you tonight. And then in your time, gently exhale your way down to the mat, into your relaxation position. Whether those knees are bent up, the feet are flat out on the mat. The arms are either by the side, gently resting on the body. Just a position of comfort for you. And as you lie down, just tuning into the breath. as everything settles. Allowing the eyes to close if they're not. Observing the rhythm of your breath. That chest rising and lowering. And then let's work the breath around the body. With each inhale, as you draw in energy, with each exhale, releasing any tension or stress. Crown of the head. Forehead. Eyes and nose. Mouth and cheeks. Chin, jaw and ears. Front and back of the neck. Shoulders and collarbone. Elbows. Wrists. Front and back of the palms. Fingers. Chest and upper back. Ribs and mid-back. Tummy and lower back. Hips and pelvic floor. Front and back of the thighs. Knees. Calves. Ankles. Heels. Balls of the feet. And toes. The whole body. The whole body. Calm, relaxed, everything at ease. And tuning in to your inner peace. And gently allowing yourself to reawaken the senses as you come back to this moment. You can wiggle the toes and fingers when you're ready. In time, you can hug those knees into the chest if you wish. Whether rocking or still. And in your time, rolling over to any side for a brief moment of pause. You blink the eyes open here. And then lifting yourself up to your comfortable seated position. finding the spine long and light. And then if you remember at the start, just rest the palms face up. We'll just bring the thumb and forefinger together, keeping them here. That chin tucked in, just tuning into our breath. This calming rhythm and energizing quality. As we inhale, lifting these arms up, these palms come together. Exhaling everything back to heart center. Bowing our heads. Namaste.